Hi, I'm Reagan and I'm here with College of Arts and Sciences Dean Chris Olson. We're here to walk around and show you the newly renovated Fine Arts building. We're in front of the Terman Gallery, located in the historic lobby. Can you tell me a little bit more about this space?
So this lobby is largely unchanged from the late 1930s when the building first opened. The gallery is a really important space for us in the art and design program. We do a lot of student shows and some professional shows in here, 2D, 3D, and digital art. The gallery work that we do really allows students to get a sense of how to run a gallery. But you'll also learn some of the sort of behind the scenes things that probably people don't think about right away.
Now we're in the art education classroom. What goes on here?
So this room is where future teachers learn how to teach arts in K through 12. We also have our own new kiln room so that students who are learning how to do clay and other things can just fire them up right here and learn about that whole process so that they can do that when they get out and they're teaching themselves. Also part of the newly renovated Fine Arts building is our Community School of the Arts, which ISU began just a few years ago. And this is a great community engagement outreach program that we have, or actually a series of programs. We enroll hundreds of kids, again, from very young to older every year. And there's a lot of activity in here. The instructors are folks from the community, some of our ISU students who get to practice teaching. Some of them are our art and music education. Now everything is really front and center. We're here on the first floor. It's right as you walk in. They have this beautiful renovated space. And I think everyone involved is just very excited about what we're able to do to connect ISU to the community and to the Wabash Valley.
Now one of the students' favorite places to hang out. We're on the second floor atrium.
So this is the new atrium on the south side, second floor, which was added, and it is already becoming a favorite spot for students. And one of the really interesting features that they did in the redesign were these panels. On each floor there are 6-foot by 9-foot glass panels put together by a company, and they wanted to reproduce, the architect wanted to reproduce pieces of art from ISU. And I know one of the architect's ideas behind this was that he really wanted people to be able to walk by the building and know what was going on in the building.
We're in one of the many collaboration spaces in the Fine Arts building. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the architect's intention behind these spaces?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So this one of the again really exciting new features here in the building are essentially the ends of the big hallways on the second and third floors have been redone. So here we have a collaboration space that allows for 8 or 10 and the faculty member to go through work that they're producing, that they're working on, that's in process, and then they can talk about what the next steps are. So these spaces now, with 4 of these in the new building, one at each end of the hallway on 2 different floors, allow for a lot of small group interaction, seminar style, and really get faculty and students together in a different way.
We're in the MRC. Can you tell us what goes on here?
Sure. So the MRC stands for Media Realization Center, and this is really the hub of our digital art program. So the students here work on a wide variety of digital art projects. It ranges from virtual reality and augmented reality, aerial photography and videography. They do stop motion, projection mapping, some hand-drawn animation, just a real wide variety of art applied through technology.
This is the music studio. What are students able to do in here?
Well, this is part of our music business program. They do a lot of editing work, sound editing, mixing, and recording. And this is another one of the new features in this building when they did the renovation. So we've got a big window where people can watch what's going on in here. Faculty can help teach while the students are doing their work. And this remains one of our most popular and really successful parts of our music program.
We're on the 4th floor now. Music education is one of the most popular majors in the college. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about it?
Sure. This room is really the centerpiece of the redesigned Fine Arts building. And you can see some of the instruments in the background, and we teach a lot of techniques, ranging from K through 5, 6, up to high school. And so at any given time, you'll see people in here learning how to teach all kinds of a big variety of instruments, obviously, because when you go out in the field and need to teach, you're going to have to be familiar with all those different things. So it's a long-standing field where we've been considered a leader in the state for a long time. And we're incredibly proud of it, and remains a very popular, very much in demand.
We're in the lower level of the Fine Arts Building. Do you want to tell us more about what's in the lower level?
Sure. The lower level is part of the School of Music, and there are about 30 individual practice rooms and ensemble practice rooms for School of Music students to work on and practice. It's always a lively, very melodious place to walk through most times of the year. The last part of the lower level is that it's also the home and the hub of our marching band and our athletic bands. And those are run through the School of Music. The athletic bands are a big part of what the School of Music does, and obviously they are a real showcase for the university. But again, they're open to everyone, and not just music majors. So here on the first floor, one of the most interesting features of the redesign, and for me one of the most interesting blends of old and new, is this hallway. So the renovation put back this original hallway and the original door to restore what it looked like and how it functioned. And then also created these glass walls. So these would have been actual walls in 1940. The lead architect has a great phrase, and he said whenever he renovates historic buildings, he wants people to walk back in and say, oh, I love this building, there's something different about it. And I think that that's the kind of feel that this building really has now.
Thanks for joining us on our tour of the newly renovated Fine Arts Building. Hope to see you here soon.